everybody. This is Eric, and this is Quarantine Day 33, and this is the evening episode. So, 33 has always been a fairly unloved and unlucky number for me, and I suppose this quarantine day is no different. This was a very difficult day for Minnesota. This was a very difficult day for just a lot of the country. Some things that I kind of knew were on their way have begun to manifest. I thought maybe we'd make it until May. I guess this is always just a little bit of a slow burning process that we get a lot of people feeling a certain way. I talked about World of Warcraft several videos ago, and just there's a human element to these viruses, and we don't live in the People's Republic of China where you can lock people in iron boxes or bar them into their apartment. Americans are very stubborn and very independent-minded people, and I think that just Western societies in general. So this is a big difference that we are showing with, how I experienced a disaster in Japan. I think the honeymoon period is definitely over now for a lot of Minnesotans and a lot of Americans. So that translates to this protest at the governor's mansion today. I guess I'll go out on a limb and I say I disagree with the protest. But as I've stated in a few other videos, when I run across people with these opinions, I understand these opinions. We're all flying into this a bit blind. We don't all really know what the real answers is. There's precautions in every way. There's dangers in doing it every way. And we don't really know what the cost is of another month of quarantine. What that's going to do for mental health, what that's going to do for the economy, which then turns into, how good is our health care, how good is our infrastructure. That descends, that trickles down to all sorts of other elements. If meat is not getting produced, or this or that, and how we try to define what's essential, that's been a tough question. So right now, I think probably today felt like the lowest day in this quarantine. Not for me individually, but I feel like my community today is the lowest day yet. And not in terms of numbers either. This was just, I think we're in the darkest place right now. And I don't know where this is going to end. I don't know how much longer this can take. My guess, again, when I was speculating, was that whether we were ready or not, we're coming out in May. I think I could go a little longer. I think there's some of us that just are in a place in our life that can make it a little longer than that, but obviously there's a part of the population that's done now. And That's sad, that's difficult, and I'm I'm just sorry for all of that, because I don't know if we're going to be able to get through this as cleanly as we wanted to. So, but in other good news, we're for the moment experiencing less deaths than we were expecting. There's a few promising treatments that maybe will have their studies finishing at the end of the month. So if we can just make it through April, we can see where this goes. But today was a very dark day, and I think we're divided in so many ways with this, and just hope that we can find a little bit more reasonableness, a little bit more self-control. Open your Bibles, open yourself to a little bit of reflection. It's okay to not have the right answer, and be willing to admit that you don't have the right answer for this. It's not a simple problem. So, those are my thoughts. Have a good night, everybody.